So nobody's paying attention. So nobody's paying attention. Take a look at these gas prices. Nobody's paying attention. This looks familiar. I remember this. This reminds me of 2008. Yeah, 2008. Around the time gas prices were outrageously high. And then they suddenly dropped down to almost $1 and some change because of a global financial crisis. Yeah, I remember this. I remember the prices were $4 in 2008. And then they dropped down to $1 and some change. Take a look at this. In 2008, U.S. gas prices experienced a dramatic surge and crash, peaking at a record high of over $4 per gallon in July, before plummeting to around $1.64 by December due to the global financial crisis. While average prices were over $3 for much of the year, the inflation-adjusted price in July 2008 was roughly $5.37 to $5.48. Coincidence?
World's smartest kid thinks that CERN blew the world up in 2008.
There is a boy in Nevada who understands the universe better than most professors. Max Logan became famous for building complex machines, but he stayed famous for a terrifying theory. He says the Large Hadron Collider ripped the fabric of reality and sent us all into a different dimension.
Look at what it says there. He claims that CERN destroyed the universe during recent experiments, which has resulted in us living in a nearby parallel universe instead.
He claims the life you remember is not the one you are currently living. This is a key detail because even Nobel Prize winners warned that this machine could destroy the planet. Now that CERN is finding X particles from the birth of time, the child's warning is starting to feel like a prophecy. Reality warning from Nevada. Max Logan was not supposed to be famous. He was a teenager from Nevada who showed up on a local news segment one evening and casually started explaining electromagnetic energy harvesting, Tesla coil theory, and the quantum nature of consciousness. He spoke the way most kids his age talk about video games. The anchor did not know what to do. The crew behind the cameras stopped what they were doing and just listened. Within 48 hours, the clip had millions of views. Here is the thing. Max was not reciting a textbook. He was thinking out loud and connecting ideas across physics, philosophy, and cosmology in real time. He did it with a clarity that left actual researchers stunned. By 13, he had built a free energy device that he claimed could harness ambient electromagnetic energy from the atmosphere and convert it into usable power. He showed how to extract electromagnetic energy from everything around us and convert it into electrical energy. This was not a science fair project. It was a working prototype that he demonstrated on camera and explained in technical detail that most engineering students would struggle to follow. News outlets ran the story and scientists debated the validity of the device. The internet could not stop talking about him, but none of that is why he became a focal point for conspiracy theorists and physicists alike. Max turned his attention to something far bigger. He looked at what was buried under the border of France and Switzerland inside a 17-mile ring of superconducting magnets where particles are smashed together at nearly the speed of light. Max turned his attention to the Large Hadron Collider. And what he said about it should make your blood run cold. Max Logan recorded detailed videos breaking down exactly what he believed happened inside that machine. The core of his claim hit the internet like a shockwave. He said the collider was designed to recreate conditions from just moments after the Big Bang. Researchers use it to smash subatomic particles together at extraordinary speeds to study what emerges from the wreckage. That is how they confirmed the Higgs boson. That is how they probed the deepest layers of matter itself. But Max argued that during one of these high-energy experiments, something went catastrophically beyond what anyone intended. He claimed the collision did not just break particles apart, it broke the fabric of reality. According to Max, the experiment generated an anomaly in the space-time continuum so severe that it shattered the boundary between our universe and a parallel one. And get this, he said it was not a hypothetical. He said it already happened. His exact words were that we had an original timeline, but the moment the anomaly occurred during the experiment, we were infinitely catapulted into an infinite number of parallel universes. Let that sink in for a second. This kid is saying that the life you are living right now, the room you are sitting in, and the people you know might not be the original version. It might be a copy or a branch that split from the real timeline the moment that machine tore through the dimensional wall. Many are not seeing the truth here because the change was too seamless to notice. Max explained that our universe sits inside a multiverse, which is an infinite web of parallel realities stacked on top of each other. Each one is slightly different. In some, the differences are tiny, like a street name being changed or a color being slightly off. In others, the changes are massive, with entire events being rewritten. People are alive who should not be. Histories diverged at a single fracture point. But the terrifying part is not the scale. It is the mechanism. If the collider created a rupture, then every single one of us could have been silently shifted from our original timeline into a different branch.
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have light.